Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Let's continue our EDA session. In our last class, we understood how to discover the data, how to get familiarized with the data, and how to initially explore the data. Okay, in this class, we are going to structure the data. Maybe your raw data needs to be structured. Maybe you need to sort the data. You extract some information from the data. You may need to filter the data, slice the data, or group the data. All these things comes under structuring part of EDA process. Let's understand all these things in details. Okay, first I have taken two data sets. See here, two dummy data sets. On these data sets, we are going to apply all these methods of structuring. Okay. Now first one is sorting. Sorting, you know that arranging data in a meaningful order. It may be in ascending order, it may be in descending order. It must have some meaning. Okay. You may need to do these types of sorting while doing EDA part. Let's first convert this data set into data frame. So first one I want to give df equal to pd dot data frame data one first data, second one copy paste. I'll name it df1 and this one is data1. Okay. Now let's do sorting on the first one. First let's see how it looks. The dataset is about a student data, student name, subject and their grades. I want to sort this grade in ascending order or in descending order. So how can I do this? First give it a name, case underscore df equal to df dot sort underscore values, and here you can write by equals to grade or you can simply write grade. Then it will be sorted, but let me show it to you. By default it will be sorted in ascending manner. If you want to change it, then you have to write ascending equal to false. Then the highest number will appear at the top. Now see, sorted in descending order. Okay, this is simply sorting. Now let's do some sorting in this dataset. Let's explore the dataset first. df1. See, this is the dataset. You have order ID, product name, how much quantity you have ordered, price, order date, purchase address. Now do you remember how we can see number of rows and columns? If I write df1 dot shape attribute, shape is an attribute, not a function. Okay, so you can see 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 columns. Okay, if I want to know the size, then df dot size, so it will be 6 into 6, total 36. Sorry, not df, df1. Okay, let's do sorting. Okay, today's class is mainly on structuring. Suppose I want to sort it by price age. So how can I do it? df dot sort underscore values, and you can write price age, not df1. Okay, so you can see it is sorted. If you write ascending equals to fall, then 1700 will be at the top. So MacBook Pro is the costliest one. Okay. Now suppose I want to know the total revenue in ascending order. So first I have to calculate the total revenue. Let's calculate it first. Total revenue. This is the name I am giving it to. Now it's DF. How to calculate this? By price into quantity order. So DF quantity ordered into DF price of each. Now if I run it, uh, again it's DF1, it's DF1, it's DF1. Okay. Now I have got a new column in this data set. Let me show it to you. When it doesn't show you the output, that means it has been changed permanently. See, DF1, total revenue. Okay. This may sometimes create confusions. If you can see the output, that means the change is temporary. But if you can't see the output, the change is permanent. Okay, this is just a kind of trick. You have to keep it in mind. Otherwise, you may face some unnecessary error. Okay. Anyway, we have got a new column, that is total revenue column. Now I want to sort this total revenue column. Okay. Now I write df dot sort underscore values sort by total revenue. Okay. Now if I run it, uh, please forgive me, df call. Okay. Now suppose I want to see in ascending equals to false. Now see, MacBook, very natural. MacBook has the highest revenue. Okay. So you first calculate the revenue, then you can sort it. If you want, you can sort in quantity orders also. You want to say that which product has been ordered the maximum times. Okay. So these are the things we can do from sorting. Now our next is extraction. Extraction means the process of retrieving data from a dataset. Now see, in this dataset, we have city inside the purchase address. So I just want the cities only from this purchase address column. Okay. So I can create a new column named city, and there I can store only the city names. So I am extracting a value from this dataset. Okay. Okay. Now df1 city, new column name. So first I have to take the purchase address column. So I will take purchase address. Okay. Now I will apply a lambda function. Lambda is an anonymous function. I hope you know, we studied while studying Python. So X, here I will do split. I'll split the column. This complete one, I have to split it on the basis of comma. So here I have to write comma. So it will be splitted based on comma. This one will be at 0th position. San Francisco will be at first position. CA will be at second position. So now I want only San Francisco. So I have to write 1. Okay. Once I am done, I have to strip. Okay. Now let me show it to you. Let's see DF1. No output, that means it has been changed permanently. See. So I have got a new column in the dataset. Here, San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, you can see that city has been extracted. This is what is known as extraction. Fine. Now let's do one more sorting on this data set. I have got the city column. Now I want to sort by city, then by price each. Let me show it to you. df1 dot sort underscore values by uh, city, comma, price each. Okay. Now comma, given ascending order. First one I want to be true. Next one I want it to be false. So what will happen here? First, let me write the code first. Comma false. Okay. First, city will be in ascending order. First will be Austin, then Los Angeles, then New York. So it will be sorted alphabetically. Ascending equals to true. Next one, price each, but price each column is in descending order. So the maximum price will be on the top. Now let me run this. Okay, so you can see that first city is sorted in ascending order. Austin, Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, San Francisco. Because city is in ascending order. Then price is in descending order. So you can see the price. San Francisco 1700, then 11.95. So price is in descending order, but the city is in ascending order. Okay, so you can sort multiple columns together. Okay. Okay, so we have understood what is extraction. Extracting the city from a column. You can extract something else also. And extraction also comes under feature engineering, but I will create a complete separate class on feature engineering. So today's main focus is on structuring. We have extracted dataset and we have sorted the dataset. Okay. Now let's understand what is filtering. Filtering is when you select a smaller part based on some specific parameter, based on some specific condition, given condition. Okay. Now suppose I want to filter only those products where quantity ordered greater than 1. So I can write df1 quantity ordered greater than 1. I want only those data. Now if I run it, it will give me boolean values. So I have to do boolean masking, then it will give me only those values which are true. Now if I run it, see here, only those only those products where quantity ordered is greater than 1. So 2 and 3. Okay. This is known as filtering. So you are filtering the data based on some condition. If you want, you can filter based on total revenue. Like I want only those rows where revenue is more than 700. Okay, so you have to write DF1 total revenue greater than 700. Fine. I want only those orders which are from San Francisco. So I have to write DF1 city equals to San Francisco. Let me show it to you. If I write DF1 city equals to San Francisco. Now see if I run it, you can see. So I have to pass it to the dataset. Then only those values which are true. What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. There is a gap. That's why it could not match anything. Okay. 23 and 1700 cable and MacBook Pro. Fine. So you can filter the data simply based on any condition. I want only those products where the product is iPhone. So I can simply write df1 product equals to iPhone. Okay. Now let's boolean mask it. So df1 and this is a string, so I have to give quotation. Now if I run it, fine. Let's extract only those orders which are from 15th January to 17th January. Okay. Now for that, first we have to check the data types. Let's see the data types first. See here, order date is object. So I have to convert it to a date time object. Now let's do it first. df1 order date equals to pd dot to date time df1 order date. Okay. Now this data type will be converted to date time object. Let me show it to you again. Dot d types. D types means data types. We understood this while doing discovering part. Okay. Now it is fine. Now I can apply our condition. So I have to write df1 order date greater than I want from 15th January. Let me show the data type, the data set once again. So here, so this is the format 2023 115. Okay, and close this first. Next, df1 order date less than 18. Fine. Close it in a bracket. Fine. Now again, df1. So I want only those orders greater than 15th January and less than 18th January. Okay. Now if I run it, why is it showing error? This one is a date time object. So I have to keep it inside comma. Here also I have to provide a quotation. Now if I run it, see, you can see the order date greater than 15. If you want 15 to be included, you have to write less than equal to. Same here. If you want 18 to be included, you have to write less than equals. Okay. So then you can filter the data set, extract the data set based on some condition also. Okay. In fact, from our first data set, let me show you. If you want only those grades which are more than 80, so you can simply write df grade greater than 80. Fetch me only those data. So you are extracting the data based on some condition. Okay. Now next one is slicing. Slicing is like breaking down into smaller parts. You can slice row wise, you can slice column wise. Let me show it to you. Suppose I want only Bob and Charlie. So I can write df dot iloc. I want from 1 to 3. So 1 and 2 will be included. The last one is not included, you know. iloc, by providing this function, you can extract row wise. Okay. Now suppose I want only student name and subject. I don't want grade. Then how can you slice? So I have to write df dot loc, and here I want all the values from student name column and from grade. Okay. Now if I run it, see, I don't want grade. I want subject. So grade will not be there. Fine. All the values from student name and subject. So you can slice row wise, you can slice column wise. Now I want to slice by both. I want Bob and Charlie, student name and subject. Okay. I want only these four numbers. So I have to slice row wise. I have to slice column wise also from the dataset. This is the dataset. I want Bob, Charlie, science, math. Okay. This is my aim. So how can I do it? I have to write df dot log here 1 2 3 comma student name subject. Now let me run 1 2 3, that means 1 and 2, these two rows. Then you specify the name of the column, student name, subject. Okay, 3 is included here, so if I don't want, then I have to give 2, 1 to 2. Okay, fine. So you can slice row wise and column wise together. Fine. Now, if you want to slice based on some condition, let's see the DF1 dataset. Now, see, I want to slice based on some condition. I want only those products where ordered quantity is more than one. Okay, but I don't want all the column information. I want only product, only quantity ordered. So, my output will be USB-C cable, quantity ordered 2. Lightning cable, quantity ordered 3, because these are not more than 1, so this will be ignored. Okay, and I don't want any other column, only product and quantity ordered. So I have to write df1 dot log df1. What is the condition? Quantity ordered greater than 1 exactly, comma, I want two columns, product, comma, I want quantity ordered. Okay. So I want two columns, but for only those values where quantity ordered greater than 1. Okay. Now, now let me run this. See here. So product, quantity ordered, as we said, USB-C cable 2, lightning cable 3. Okay. So you can give any condition and then you can fetch particular columns. Okay. If you want, you can add some more columns. Like I want city column also. You want to know from which city it has been ordered. So I can write city. Now let me run this. See. Okay. So you are not getting every columns, not every rows. You are giving some condition and you are extracting the features. Okay. So you have understood sorting, extracting, filtering, slicing. Things overlap with each other. Now next one is grouping. The last one for today's class. Okay. Now let's do grouping. First, let me show the first data set. Now, what is grouping? Grouping is aggregating individual operations into groups. Suppose I want to group by subject wise. So, I want the output to be math, math, science, science, English. Okay, then I will calculate the average. So, for math, 85 plus 78 divided by 2. For English, 88 single data. For science, 95 plus 92 divided by 2. Okay, so I am first grouping the subject wise math, science, English. Then I am trying to calculate the average of each subject. Okay, so for this, I want a method called group by. So I have to write df dot group by. Here inside you can write subject. So I want to group by basis of subject. Then I want to calculate the mean on grade. Grade dot mean function, you know, it will calculate the average. We studied in descriptive statistics. See here. English single column, that's why 88. All other columns have been averaged. Okay. So group by is very much helpful and going to be used a lot. Now let's do some group by on DF1 dataset. Let me show it to you first. Okay. Now on this dataset, what can we do? We can group by total revenue by product. Okay, so I can write df1 dot group by. I want to group by total revenue by product. So first I have to write product, then uh, total revenue. Okay, so see what happens. Let me run it to you first. Sorry, dot sum. Now see product, Apple Watch, Lightning cable, MacBook Pro, ThinkPad, USB-C cable, iPhone. All the products are grouped and then total revenue of all the product. Okay. Now if you want the average price by product, then same. I just have to write here product, but I want average price. So I have to write price each column and then average it. Mean. Now if I run it. Now suppose if I write reset underscore index, then so it will look better. Okay. Apple Watch, Lightning cable, MacBook Pro, USB-C cable, and iPhone. Okay. So we can group by in this way also. Now suppose I want total quantity ordered by city. Let me show it to you. How can I do this? df1 dot group by city. I want total quantity ordered. What is the column name? Quantity ordered. So write quantity ordered. Total, I want the total value. So I have to apply sum function. Now see. From Austin, 1 ordered. From Los Angeles, 3. Just write reset index. It will look better. See, from Austin, 1 order. Los Angeles, 3. New York, 1. San Francisco, 3. Seattle, 1. Okay. Or if you want total orders by date. Now let's say I want to know total orders by date. So I have to write df dot group by inside this df1. Sorry, df1. So inside this df1, I want order date. So order date. From this, I want to fetch the date only. So dt dot date. Okay. Now if I run it, it is an object. Order date object is created. Now on this, I want order ID. Now if I run it, fine. I want to count the order ID. How many order have been placed? I have to give a dot here. Okay. Now if I run it. Okay. So just uh, do reset index. Now let's see. Okay, so you can see on 15th January, one order has been placed. 16th, one order. 17th, two order. 18th, two order. So order ID 1 on 15th January, one order has been placed. Quantity order 2, but the order ID is 1. 16th January, order ID is 1. 17th to 18th, 2. So 17 to 18. Okay, so you can see that order ID on order on any particular order date. Okay, let's do one more. Now my question is to know the total revenue as per the city. I want to know what is the revenue in San Francisco, what is the revenue in New York, what is the revenue in Los Angeles, what in Austin, and what in Seattle. So I have to group by uh, total revenue by city. So I have to write DF1 dot group by DF1 dot group by. I want to know as per the city. Okay. So here I have to write total revenue. On city, I want to know the total revenue. So I have to calculate sum. Now let me run this. See, city wise, I have gotten the revenue. Okay. So if you write reset index, it will look better. Look like this one. Okay. So this is what is it? Group by. Fine. In last class, you understood what is discovering, how to discover the data. Now you can find so many informations from the data and you can structure the data. Okay, so we will continue our EDA session. Meet in our next class. Till then, bye. Happy learning.